First at 6, conflict over the Confederate statue continues in Allendale. Today, dozens of protesters gathered at the so-called Garden of Honor in Allendale's Community Park, demanding that Confederate statue come down.
Efforts have been going on to remove that for about a month. The statue in question depicts a Confederate soldier and a Union soldier back to back, in between them a slave child. News 8's Whitney Burney joins us now live from the park with the arguments from both sides. Whitney.
Heather and Leon, this protest kicked off around 3 o'clock this afternoon and was set to end at around 5 o'clock. But as you can see behind me, there are still quite a few people here in the Allendale Community Park. Near that statue is where you can find counter protesters who have been there since the beginning of this. On the other side, you can see the protesters that were here to take that statue down. We've mostly seen some conversations between the two sides. At some points, those conversations have gotten a bit heated, as you can guess. Both sides are pretty passionate about their cause, but organizers say it's time for this statue to come down. Now, protesters began calling for the statue to be removed in June. The Allendale Township Board decided at the end of the month to keep the statue. There have been several protests since that decision. This afternoon, a few dozen people stood on one side calling for the removal of the statue, just as many on the other side demanding that statue stay. Some of the counter protesters were armed this afternoon. They tell me they brought their weapons for protection in case things get violent. The organizers say it's time that people of color have a voice in this conversation. They say it's demeaning that the only depiction of a black person in the entire garden is a slave child.
This country was built on our backs, and to have monuments like that stand for and symbolize the enslavement or the put down of people of color is just not okay.
As a community member, this is a war memorial of honor. This is reconciliation. This is let's not repeat the mistakes of our ancestors. And so that's why I'm here. I'm standing with my community against people who want to divide it.
Now, the organizer did say in a speech that she gave to the crowd earlier this afternoon that they are confident that that statue will come down eventually. They're not sure if it'll be today, tomorrow, or next week, but again, eventually. Leon, Heather.
Okay, sounds like they're not going to give up this fight.
All right, Whitney, thank you.